from the yard.
This is Don, the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you this month's build for the Diecast International Builders of, what did they decide? What did we decide? It was the drag cars, and I have a second year release from Hot Wheels, the old original Redline AMX, custom AMX here on the trailer, and we'll get that up on the turntable and see what we're looking at. Alright, so here it is. We have kid paint. I'm not exactly sure what color it was originally. I did look. No tires. Windows are trashed. We'll pull some windows out of another car. I did order some from Second Chance Redlines. He had one glass in stock, and I sent him a message on Facebook. I'll probably have to send him an email from his website and see when he's going to have more. I also noticed that he does sell the glass for those Beatnik Bandits that I showed in my last video. So we'll see about getting some of those as well. But let's get it taken apart and see what we have. Alright, so this is what I found. We have the top here. It was originally a blue color. I'm not sure what color we're going to go on this. We got the base here. And looks like they spray painted it. All this overspray on there. And I went ahead and took this car apart for the glass. We'll revisit this in another video, but for right now I'm just going to take this bad glass and stick it back in this. This car was originally looks like a gold color. That might be a fun one to put back to where it was originally. So we'll take a look at that another time. We're going to take these and get them in the ultrasonic cleaner. The interior and the glass, we'll get those in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'll get these in the aircraft paint stripper and get them all cleaned up. Alright, moving right along. Just pulled the glass and the interior out of the ultrasonic cleaner, and see if I can get it on camera there. You missed that one. How about this one right here? See that paint on there? It just comes right off. And that is the beauty in ultrasonic cleaner. Mean green, just straight mean green. I set it to 40 degrees Celsius. Once it heats up, dump the parts in, start this cleaner, set it for 20 minutes, and this is what you get. So remember, this had all that paint on there, and that's just going to come right off, and I'll take this to the sink and clean it up. If I have to, I'll give it a second shot, but all this should come right off. So we'll get that cleaned up. I went ahead and worked on the wheels because originally, I'll show you this one here. So those US cars, they had those Crumpton bent axles, and so what I did is I ended up just breaking those axles out because the wheels, the bearings were broken off of them. And these are Samed wheels, black ones, 5-spoke, 10 and 12 millimeter. Didn't want to modify the base or the body, so I cut the back axle, which was not fun to put in there. At one point I almost had super glued this wheel to the axle. It's very aggravating, to say the least. And you see how shiny this is. It did not come out of the paint stripper that way. It had a lot of tarnish on it. I actually put it in the lime away and water along with the base, and it came out fairly decent. And I got to give a shout out to Diecast Outcast. I watched his video on Sunday, and he was talking about these Dremel buffing wheels that he got off of Amazon. I ordered them that day, got them yesterday. Today's Tuesday. And I just medium to low speed in the Dremel, and this is all three, just down to that. I mean, if I don't go any further with it, I mean, wash it, dry it, you know, decontamination, put it in the air fryer for 20 minutes, 150 degrees, to make sure it's fully cured and there's no moisture or contamination in the metal at all, and that's ready for paint, for primer and paint. I haven't decided on a color yet. That being said, let's look right now. What would be a great color for this car? I'm just going to leave the interior in the way it is. And probably do some details on the headlights, the grille, and the tail light, but that's about it. I'm not going to really do anything to the base. We'll just leave it just the way it is, other than the grille and the tail lights, and we're not going to add any details to the body or anything like that. It'll just be color. So at this point, I'm probably, you know, half an hour to 45 minutes from being done, maybe an hour. So what color? I don't want to do anything crazy tonight that's might cause me fits. It's always this point where I have to choose. Car was originally blue. We could go with the Tamiya. Tamiya and what is Stano Res? This is that's the black Stano Res. We have the gray. And the white. I think we might go with white Stano Res primer, just to throw something down for the paint to stick to, and we'll maybe go over it with the Tamiya. Actually, I think I see something else here. We have, that's just straight blue. This is the metallic blue. This is a really nice color. I've done a couple cars in this color already, and it's been so long that it's not really repetitive, and we'll go with that. I think that's a great plan. Let me get this all cleaned up and get everything prepped and ready for paint, and we'll be back. I'd just like to say the Stano Res primer and the Tamiya paints, they dry very quickly. I didn't even have to put the car that was in primer into the air fryer to dry it. 10 minutes, completely dry, ready to paint, especially since I had just pulled the body out of the air fryer and it was still hot from that. The paint was dry to the touch, but it was still tacky when I went to assemble the car. So I went ahead and put it back in the air fryer at 150 degrees for 10 minutes. And when I pulled it out, it was no longer slightly tacky. It wasn't super tacky. It was like to the point where I could feel that it wasn't cured, and I knew that if I assembled it in the state that it was in, that it would leave fingerprints. So without further ado, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you my dragster build for this month's Diecast International Builders. Build for August. 2 days late. We'll work on that and get better for next time. And just thank my brothers in the Diecast International Builders, Matchbox Mark, Somo Diecast, Opa, Cole over at Kuda's Diecast Customs, and PB at PB's Diecast Restorations or Disasters. I can never remember what his channel is. I love you, brothers. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this and standing by me in, and I haven't been active lately, and you're still there, and I really, really appreciate it. And I love all you guys. And go check out all the ones that continue, build along with us and see what they did. Next month is Impalas, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not exactly sure what what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring some of the series back that I was working on before, and so we're going to see some of that coming back. What's in the case, I have no idea where I left off. I'll have to go back and take a look at those videos. I'll get this video uploaded tonight, and then I'm going to go ahead and think I need to go back to June for Subscriber's Choice, and we'll show the car that was chosen for that, and we'll throw up the vote for July, and we'll probably do that quickly. I'm thinking, we'll get one done. I don't want to do every week, but we'll see how that goes. But we'll get caught up on that stuff. Also, gonna be rocking out more of the Redline restorations. This was an original Redline car, and I'm so happy that I decided to build this as a drag car. And let's get it up on the turntable and take a look at it. So we'll go back and take a look at how it started. Just let that run for a few seconds there. Alright, so let's come back to this. It's a metallic blue Tamiya. X13 is the number of the paint if you want to paint one of your cars this color. Went into the taillight with a metallic red Sharpie. I did do some of the details on the bottom. Not a lot, just the side pipes. I went over the side pipes with a silver metallic Sharpie, and I colored in the exhaust tips there with a black Sharpie. I thought that would really make that stand out. We went into the grill with, it was the gold, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the gold. I went in with the gold metallic Sharpie. I just picked these, set the 3 of these up the other day at Five Below. We've got a brand new one of those here in the town I live in. I've never been in it before. Decided to go check it out, and found those and a couple other things in there. And then I went in with the blue metallic Sharpie and did the headlights. I wanted to give it kind of like a modern twist with the colored lights. I mean, this is a drag car after all. I am kind of seeing a little bit of the primer on the edge of the hood. So be it. We got that glass out of that donor car, cleaned the kid paint off of it, dipped it in the force shine. That came out super. I was really worried about the scratch on the windshield, and it's still kind of there, but it doesn't stand out, and I'm super excited about that. I also dipped we put the window and the interior in the ultrasonic cleaner and cleaned all that paint off of them, and got those cleaned up and dipped the interior in the floor shine as well. And we got the black Sawmed 5-spoke wheels on there. We got the 10 millimeters in the front and the 12 millimeters in the rear, and that's it. So there's my submission. Guys, go over to Patreon and check me out. I'll show pictures of my works in progress. Really, really need your support over there, guys. I know I haven't been active in everything, but I appreciate the love. All right, I know a lot of guys want to send cars. You want to support the channel? Please feel free to go over there and check it out and support me that way. I would really appreciate it. I'm also on Instagram. I'll show pictures of my completed builds and interact with people on there as well. So that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below. Click that like button. As always, this is Don the Diecast Pirate, and I will see you next time.